Howdy folks, it's Dr. Z returning again for day 8 of my VEDA 2014. Today marks the first of a series of videos related to encounters I've had with various people on my travels as a recently graduated pharmacist. As you may have seen from my early videos, my experiences have mainly been with Walgreens, but I also want to share about my experiences in my education, especially during the last year when I had 5-week rotations. As a disclaimer, I'm not going to go full angry pharmacist or cynical pharmacist for you, because I still have a part of me that believes in what I'm doing. But don't get me wrong, I am going to complain a bit about some things. It's not that I think anyone involved has been bad or wrong, but should help tie into an overarching theme for each video. Let's see how this goes. For this video, let me begin with a quote from a community preceptor I had that I will take with me to the grave. Never underestimate the stupidity of the general public. I also subscribe to "there's no such thing as a stupid question" take on life, but when you work in the community, you really have to expect the unexpected when it comes from a random array of patients who walk up to your counter on a daily basis. Note, I do not think any of these patients are stupid, because everyone's fighting their own battles. I just think that common sense would have hit them at some point before coming into my existence. Once, when I was working on the northern end of Springfield on a laid-back closing shift, I had a mom and her baby walk up to the counter rather calmly. "Welcome to the pharmacy. How may I help you?" For lack of a better word, she then proceeded to plop her baby on his stomach onto the counter. For a split second I thought, that's kind of weird, and as soon as the third word crossed my mind, she had the baby's pants down by his ankles. His, because his pants were down by his ankles. Her simplicity in choosing her question still astounds me today. "Do you think he should go to the doctor?" I couldn't help by asking, "Excuse me? You see the rash on his behind? It's nothing I've ever seen before. Should I take him to the doctor right now, tomorrow, or not at all?" After a quick initial shock, I asked the usual rigmarole of questions pharmacists use to figure out the source of the problem. Turns out that the rash began last night after they started using a new and cheaper diaper. The rash was localized to his bum, hasn't tried anything to alleviate it, and nothing makes it worse or better, and it's nothing too severe. "Well, to answer your question simply," I said, "no. It looks more like a simple diaper rash at the moment, so have you looked through our baby aisle?" After her no, I took her through that aisle and explained what her options were, and she set on her way. You would think that would be the last time I would ever have to see a bare ass right out in the front of the pharmacy. Well, you'd think wrong. Not 6 months later at another pharmacy, this time in a suburb of St. Louis, a mother and a couple older children came by the pharmacy consultation window. "Are you the pharmacist?" I was about to quip, "I am wearing the white coat," but have learned to not say such obvious things to patients. "Yes, how may I help you?" I saw her bring her son wearing a t-shirt to the counter and immediately noticed that there were whelps going up his bare arm and around his neck. She spins him around to face away from me, and her hands reach for his pants. Immediately, my memory of the aforementioned baby sprung into my mind, and I yelped, "No! Are the whelps on the arm the same as on his behind?" "Yes, how'd you guess?" I so wanted to say I'm a mind reader, but again, obvious things. I talked to her about allergic reactions and the various treatments over the counter and sent her on her way. Another wise man once told me, common sense really isn't that common. He also said, everyone may be fighting their own battles, but when they lack a sword, how are they going to win? And I'm not saying that either of these mothers are crazy, or that this all should be a common practice for parents. But we pharmacists are just fine with talking to you face to face, not face to butt. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like my videos and share them and let me know how I'm doing. Until tomorrow, this is Dr. Z signing out. Good night.